Guys, how we doing? My name is Jack Keen. Today I'm going to be presenting on Tuscana, Italia, a region I've got to know quite well as I was fortunate enough to live in the region for 4 months as I studied in the capital, which is Firenze. But Tuscana itself is home to nearly 4 million Italianos, and it has a great location being in the center of the boot of Italy, and it also borders on the Mediterranean Sea, making for great beaches in the region itself. Along with great beaches, Tuscana is very mountainous with plenty of scenery for adventurous hikers and tourists to see. And these mountains play right into the tremendous agriculture and food that comes out of the region. With perfect temperatures almost year-round and warm dust kick-ups that from the Sahara Desert south on the top of the African continent, it makes for perfect agricultural weather. One of the best products, however, is Chianti wine, which comes from a specific region right in Tuscana. I don't know much about wine, but the blend and the grapes, it comes right from Tuscana in a specific region called Chianti. Great wine, world known. Should try it if you haven't tried it. Not only is Tuscana home to some of the best scenery and food in the world, but also home to some of the best history in the world. Firenze itself is home to some of the most famous historical sites in the world as well, specifically. The Statue of David by Leonardo da Vinci, which I actually lived right next to when I was actually in Firenze. Along with the famous Basilica, the Duomo di Firenze, designed by Filippo Brunelleschi, and it took over 100 years to make. But outside of Firenze, there is much more historical stuff to see, great mountains and other cool little towns. The best one, though, outside of Firenze would be Pisa, which is about 10 euro train ride, so about 20-30 minutes. And I'm sure you guys all know what to see in Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You got it. Anyways, what I'm here to talk to you guys today is about one of the most historical events that still happens in Firenze to this day. It is called the Gioco del Calcio Fiorentino. I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's a historical sports game. Unfortunately, when they had the games, I was there in actual Firenze, but I didn't go to the games. I do know people that went. They said it was unbelievable. I did have a few friends that got back to me about how they told me the game went. And the two most common themes that I heard from everybody is that it was tough, but it was confusing. Being a tourist, I'm assuming you're not going to understand how a 400 or 500-year-old game is played. That's kind of imaginable. But Giovanni Di Berdi, who established the rules in the late 18th century, has made it a tradition ever since. So according to this website, I took a look at about the game because, again, I didn't go, but I heard from other people. This website, Visit Florence, talked about the game a little bit. It says there's 4 teams representing different Italiano neighborhoods. Each team has 27 players. There's 2 semifinal games, which they have before Easter, and then on Easter, they pick 2 of those teams to play in the final. They always have it on June 24th, from my understanding, at 5 o'clock. The game is played on a dirt ground for historical reasons in front of the Piazza Santa Croce, one of the famous sites in Firenze. The players don't wear any equipment for a game that is explained to me as a combination of football, wrestling, and rugby. 3 pretty violent sports. They don't wear any equipment. They play on hard dirt. Very violent, but very violent game is all I can say. They play for 50 minutes. The objective is score goals, beat each other up, I guess. But it brings the town together. A lot of people go because the Italians are representing their neighborhoods, playing the games. They bring out bleachers. They take up all the stone to make the dirt road. They put up goals. And it's a really big deal for Italians. It's something I wish I went to. All the more reason to go back to. But definitely something you should look into if you ever plan on traveling to Firenze. Tuscana, like I said, beautiful region. Nothing but love. Wish I was there right now. And that's what I got for you.